Hi everyone, my name is Chuck Wattree and I'm the product training manager for Broan-NuTone and Best. And today we're going to be making a short video on makeup air. So let's get started. So the number one question on makeup air that we get in product support department is why do I need makeup air? And it's simple. The main reason for makeup air is to prevent a negative pressure from occurring in your home. A lot of the range hoods nowadays that we produce, you can get up to 1500 CFM. That's 1500 cubic feet per minute of air that you can exhaust from your home. You need incoming air to help exhaust. So that's the purpose of makeup air. Makeup air is code driven, and depending on where you live, state, county codes dictate. A lot of codes say that anything over 400 CFM, you need to bring in makeup air. The other thing for makeup air, the other good reason is if you're cooking over a 6-burner, let's just say gas cooktop, and you have 1200 CFM, 1500 CFM range hood, and you need that much when you're cooking over equipment like that. Even if code tells you you can't have more than 400, you really want to bring in makeup air, because 400 CFM is definitely not enough CFM to ventilate properly, like a 6-burner cooktop. So it's there for a purpose, and again, the main reason is to prevent the negative pressure from occurring in the home. One big misconception that people believe is that makeup air is tied just only into the ducting system of your range hood. It is not. It's actually 2 separate ducting systems you will need for makeup air application. If you see here to my right, we have a fresh air intake cap. That's going to be located on the outside of your home. In line, you're going to have ducting, and in line somewhere of that ducting, you will find the makeup air damper. And there's a couple things you can do. The most common thing is to bring it back into your home through a wall vent, or you can make a floor vent. In our instructions, we actually show that. This is the one I just showed you. It's probably the most common. And the other way of doing it is basically tying it. Again, here's your fresh air intake cap, and basically tying it into your ducting system of your central air return system of your home. And you'd be utilizing the ductwork that you have in your home already. Things to note: the air that you're bringing in here is whatever temperature it is outside. It can get pretty uncomfortable once in a while if you're bringing in negative 20-degree air from outside, or really hot humid air. Depending on where you have this system placed in your home is gonna depend upon how uncomfortable it may or may not be. Where is the best place to put the makeup air? I get that question a lot, and basically you can bring makeup air just about anywhere in a home, as long as it's not restricted. Let's just say a bedroom and you have a door, or anything like that. The best spot I like is a hallway. At the end of a hallway, you can bring in, put a floor register or a wall register. This way, you're bringing air in all the way across most cases of your home. You're warming that cold air, or cooling that warm air before it gets to you when you're cooking in the kitchen. I try avoiding areas like gathering places like the living room or any places like that. If you take a look The makeup air system consists of a couple of things. One, the main switching device is a pressure switch. It comes with a tube, and it also comes with a probe. This probe sticks inside this ducting. It also comes with a transformer, and this transformer basically sends 24 volts to the makeup air damper, and this is the makeup air damper. As you can see how I have this wired, this is a vertical duct application. I went ahead and I drilled 4 holes and I inserted my probe. It might be hard to see, but there's an arrow pointing up on this probe. That arrow represents the way the air flows up the ductwork, so it must be pointing basically in the up position. If you take a look, the pressure switch must be orientated just like this. We have great instructions on our website, and a manual comes with the unit. Here you can see this is for vertical ducting, and this is horizontal ducting. The main thing to remember when you do this is when you hook the pressure switch up. Right now I have it set for internal blower system. That means the motor is mounted inside the range hood. If I were using an inline or exterior blower, I would move this tube to this inner port right here, and that's the port you want to use, again, using an inline or exterior blower. That is in our instructions, and it's labeled internal and inline and external blower. And again, it shows you where to place that tube on that pressure switch. So how this system works, I have a transformer mounted. A lot of people ask, Chuck, where can I mount this transformer? This transformer can literally be mounted anywheres. I've seen it right off of the electrical box panel. You know, just remember, abide by all local codes. You know, make sure that it's in a electrical box. Again, this line coming into this electrical box is 120 volts. Coming off of this transformer, it's 24 volts. So how this unit works and how it's wired, if you take a look off of the terminal here on the transformer, I have low voltage wiring running up to one side of the pressure switch. Off the other side of the pressure switch, I have low voltage running all the way up, coming back down to one side of that makeup air damper. And off the other side of the makeup air damper, it goes back to the other side of that transformer. So how it works, when I turn this range hood on, air flows up through this ductwork. The pressure switch senses it. There's always 24 volts to this pressure switch. This pressure switch has a bladder in it. When it senses air, the contact inside closes, sends the low voltage to the makeup air damper. The makeup air damper opens, and you'll start bringing in air through whatever venting system you had. Again, you're drawing through the range hood, and you're bringing it in through the makeup air ducting. I'm going to go ahead, start this unit. Again, air is going up through the ducting. The makeup air damper is opening. I'm drawing air into my range hood. I'm bringing air in through my fresh air intake cap back into my home. A lot of times you can tell if this makeup air damper is working by simply having somebody turn off the range hood, going over by the damper, and you can hear it close. That damper, when the unit is turned off, the range hood, it cuts the voltage to the damper, and this damper is basically spring held in it. There's so much tension on the spring that it automatically closes that damper, and it's a nice tight seal. But that is all there is to makeup air. I hope this video helps. If you have questions, please call our product support team. Go online. We have all the manuals are online. The specification sheets are online. You should be able to find whatever information you need. So I hope this video helps. Thanks for watching.